Barbies! Welcome back to our channel! So today we're going to go over our foundation, our contour, and our highlight routine. So in this video you're going to see all of our tips and tricks because you never want to go out without those.
You never want to go out with a caked face.
Watch this video to get a flawless makeup routine.
Let's go right in.
I need a Spice Girl.
The key to natural, flawless looking skin is to first moisturize.
Skin does not look its happiest when it's cracked, dried, or oily. So remember to wash your face and then to moisturize.
Starting off with our lotion, we're just going to apply it to our faces.
I'm going to go in with two different products from each other, and the product I'm going to be going in with is this one.
And I'm going to be using this Marc Jacobs Illuminator.
So we're just going to go in with our product. And the reason why I like this is because before I put on my foundation, it gives me like a really bronzy look. And when my foundation goes over it, it makes my skin look really flawless.
Yeah. Well, I love this one because it's really easy to apply. And it's very, like, just a natural, glowy, dewy look on your face when you apply your foundation. So I just honestly put them everywhere, mostly on the high points of my faces.
I just put it all over mine, and I look really blotchy, but this is the look you're going for.
Very quickly, we're going to go in with primers and just prep our face for the foundation. I go in and apply the Hourglass Stick Foundation and mix it with the Milani 03 in light beige.
And I'm going to go in with the same Milani foundation in 03, but I'm also going to be mixing it with my Amazing Face by Too Faced in Honey Beige.
Taking the Milani foundation on a brush, I'm just gonna put it around my face also and mix the two.
I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender now, and I'm just gonna beauty blend all this out.
So I'm just now going in with my beauty blender and just blending out my foundation also. Make sure to blend the foundation down to your chin so there's no like discoloration and everything comes together.
You want to make sure that anytime in the winter, in the summer, you're always going to have two different shades. You're always going to want to bring it down and make sure it's blended really nicely and not too chalky or too stringy. Stringy? Streaky.
We're going to go in and conceal our faces where the high points of our
faces are. So, as you guys like, this cut was really good for us. We're just concealing our faces with the NARS concealer and sand.
Make sure to make a triangle right under your eyes. And I like to bring it up the sides of my nose so my nose looks smaller. And right in the middle of my nose, making like an exclamation point. And for my chin, I like to put it just like right here so my chin looks smaller too.
Yeah. I just like making sure that the sides underneath right here where we're going to be putting bronzer later on are also highlighted just so it is a sharper finishing look once you blend it all out.
We're done highlighting our faces and we're now going to go in with our contour products. I'm using this LA Pro Concealer in Espresso.
And I'm using a Fawn stick in ABH, which is actually one of their contouring sticks, not their foundation sticks.
Let's just go right in and contour where I usually
And I usually put a lot of contour, but it's because of how I blend it out. It doesn't look so dark.
It blends very smoothly. And this one, a little goes a long way, so I'm not using too much. I also just like to put a little right under my lips so they look bigger already. Down my chin, or to my chin.
Too much in.
And a little circle so my forehead looks like it's circular. Also, right down my nose.
I don't honestly contour my nose just because I haven't figured out a good way I want to yet, so.
I just contour my nose because, I'll show you, this is what I don't like. So here's my nose. I have this bump on my nose, which I didn't have as a little kid, but it just somehow grew. So I contour my nose so it looks like it's not there.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in and use my morphine brush and just blend out the contour.
And I'm just going to be using a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to be doing the same thing, but the way I like doing it is I usually pat.
I just like to blend with a smaller brush because, as you can see, it's very pigmented, and use a bigger, fluffier brush and blend it out even extra.
And now with our beauty blenders, and we're just going to blend out the rest of our leftover concealer.
So you really just want to pat your beauty blender in and make it look flawless.
We're going to go in with our setting powders. I'm going to be using the powders from the ABH product.
And I'm just going to be using some morphine setting powder. Just setting our faces. So now we're going to go in and bake our faces. Make sure before you bake your faces, you make sure all your fine lines are blended out.
So there's no creasing lines.
And I just like to go right here too and just make it so it stands out even more, so we look like we have a shadow in our cheekbones. We look scary. We really look so scary. This is our final caked face look.
So thank you for watching Asian Barbies.
I don't know why I do that all the time. We waited 15 minutes and now we're just going to go in and fluff off all the powder on our faces. And I'm just going to fluff it off and just kind of add it extra all over my face. And you want to make sure that you swipe the powder out. And voila, you're not caked face anymore. You can see our faces look a lot more flawless. And our skins look almost plastic.
Because we're Asian Barbies.
You know.
From the ABH palette, we're going to take all 3 of the contour shades, and we're just going to go in and start to contour our face. I like putting mine on as I simply just stab it.
That's smart. But I just go in circular motions upwards so it blends up and it looks more ombre. I'm also going to go in with this little Too Faced bronzer and just also dab it all over my face. Very cute. Smells like chocolate. Like, you want to smell it? It smells like chocolate.
Oh, it really does.
Some contour right on the bridges of my nose. And right down under my lips.
You can.
Using this City of Colors contour effect, I'm gonna use the darkest shade and just put it right on the bottoms right here to make an illusion of a shadow.
So I just went in with a little bit of a kind of like a cool tone brown bronzer, and I kind of just went in on my nose and contoured the sides with some powder. And then I went in with just some setting powder and put it straight on the bridge of my nose.
With the BH Nudes palette, we're gonna go in and just put blushes on the apples of our cheeks. I also just like to dab a little right on my nose, just so there's a little more warmth. We're now going to go in and highlight our faces with the Sephora palette, but first we're going to spray some Fix Plus on our faces so it's more pigmented. I'm going to go in now with the gold and white highlight in the palette.
And I'm going to go in with like the two pinkish colors on the palette. This Sephora palette is literally so nice. Like, overall, from like some of the ABH ones and the other ones, this one is one that I like so much more.
Taking my finger, I'm just going to go in and highlight my nose because I just find it better and more natural using my finger. And I'm also going to add it to my Cupid's bow.
That's so smart. I forgot to do that.
So going to use a second highlight.
So the last highlight we're about to use is going to be from Becca Cosmetics, and it's in the color Opal. And it is such a beautiful color.
Oh wow. Like, do you see that shine? It's like popping.
Looks really nice.
I just like to add a little to my brows.
And then we'll take some on our little brush and just highlight our brow bone.
Yes.
Now I'll put the rest on the tip of my nose.
Exactly. Basically done with our foundation routine. We're just going to go in with our lipsticks.
And then spray our face with the All Night Setting Spray.
This is our finished foundation and contour routine. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe.
I just gotta say, I'm so fucking happy you're alive.